Okay, I think easiest going. Easiest going. I'll just adjust the mat here. I think this is good. Perhaps not. Just take it down a bit. That's better. Can you see me? It's like when you're on YouTube, but can't see how what the camera looks like before you start filming. Okay, welcome. Welcome to a dynamic Vinyasa flow. Dynamic Vinyasa flow. And we'll go through Virabhadrasana, Virabhadrasana, the hero poses. Today, warrior 1, 2, and 3. And we'll also go through the seated Virabhadrasana. Virabhadrasana, the seated hero pose. And we'll do some warm up on the knee joints. So before I go into the warm up, just find a comfortable seat. So the arrival, you find a way to arrive into the here and now your way. And let's find the music so we can sync the music straight away. Today's playlist is called Undulating Freedom. Undulating Freedom. And we start with the song Temple of Silence. 1, 2, 3. Just have it slowly in the background. Vira is the hero. And, the different warrior poses that we go through, we do them all the time, warrior 1, warrior 2, warrior 3, without really thinking of it. But they really represent courage. And they represent the hero, stability, strength, fearlessness, standing tall, firmly grounded, while facing our fears, while facing horrors, while facing whatever is disturbing. And what's really interesting is the Vira, I have a problem saying it or pronouncing it. Virabhadrasana is connected to our heart and to the kidney area. So it's both connected to the heart chakra, the heart organ, and also the kidneys. And that's interesting because these places are, in a spiritual perspective, connected to the solar plexus and the heart chakra, the fire element in us. While the kidneys in Chinese medicine is connected to the water. And both in Tantra, in the Tantric traditions, and in the traditional Chinese medicine, the kidneys are connected to potency, potential, what is embedded inside. What is the raindrop, but that can turn into a thundercloud and into a thunderbolt? Our kidneys are the raindrops with all that potential that can turn into exquisite power. So with that said, start to breathe deeper in and out through your nose. Find your way into your Ujjayi breath, your even breath. Mula Bandha on, root lock on, lifting up the pelvic floor, the front of the pelvic floor. Uddiyana Bandha, lower belly in and up. Hold those two bandhas. Jalandhara Bandha, throat lock. The chin slightly in. Tongue up behind your teeth, just slightly tucking so you can still relax the jaw. And your mouth is shut and your lips are soft. And we'll chant the mantra Om Namah Bhagavate Rudraya until I say stop. And you can take your hands together at palm to palm, Anjali Mudra to your heart center. Deep inhale. Om Namah Bhagavate Rudraya. Om Namo 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 Bhagavate Rudraya. Two more times. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. Deep inhale. We'll do Kapalabhati, 3 rounds. If you're pregnant, especially in the first trimester, keep breathing your Ujjayi. If you have a high blood pressure, keep breathing your Ujjayi. Lean a little bit forward. The Kapalabhati is the pumping of the tummy of the lower belly. The exhale is forceful, active, and the inhale comes natural without effort. And you can put your fingers down below the navel so you know this is the center from where you're pumping. soft eyes, and they're closed or open only a third of the way. Exhale, tummy in, chin in, Jalandhara Bandha. All the bandhas activates. Exhale, hold the breath. Slowly inhale. Rise up, lift up your chest. Exhale. Inhale. At the top of your inhale, hold your breath. Slowly exhale with Ujjayi. Inhale. Balabhati, one more time, pumping. Exhale. Chin in. The bandhas on. Hold your breath. Inhale slowly. Lift up your chest. Rise up. Exhale slowly. Inhale slowly. Hold your breath at the top of your inhale. Ujjayi breath out. Ujjayi breath in. Last round. Exhale. Retain your breath. Inhale. Rise up, lift up your chest. Ujjayi exhale. Inhale. Retain your breath at the top of your inhale. I invoke my potency. I invoke my courage. Ujjayi, exhale. Hands together, Kali Mudra. Inhale, arms up. Now we're going to do a mudra called Vira Mudra, also known as Kali Mudra. So that's interesting. Kali is known for fire and being the warrior goddess. So inhale, arms up, and then clasp your hands together, except the index finger, and cross left thumb over right. Interlace your fingers, index finger up, cross your left thumb over right. Open up your armpits and your heart. Breathe in your Ujjayi. Now exhale, fold a little bit forward. So you open up the backside of your kidney area. Take your navel in, Uddiyana Bandha in. And you hold the Uddiyana Bandha in. Inhale, rise up. Sway backwards. Exhale, fold a bit forward. Open up the back of your heart and the kidney area. Inhale. Lean back into a gentle back bend. But keep the space around your kidneys. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. One more time. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Place your hands down and come to downward facing dog. Only to walk out your dog. You need blocks today, so this is the time where you pause me and go find your blocks. You need minimum 2 blocks. If you have both cord and foam, use both. Then stretch your knees. Look to the front of your mat. Walk all the way to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, swipe your arms out to the side. Come up standing all the way up. And hands to heart. And I can see you just need to adjust the camera here just a tiny bit. I think that's better. Now place your hands on your knees and gather your feet together. Bend your knees, and then we're going to circle. Circle the knee joints. And then the other way. Good. Now come up and stand on your left leg and lift up your right. And then swing the foot. You can also have a hand on the knee joint. So your foot, your ankle is swinging, and the knee joint is, the leg is still. It's just the underside, the ankle, the calf that's swinging around. And the other way. Ooh. And it's funny how some circles are fine one way, one direction, and then the other is difficult. And release the other one. Lift up the left leg, stand on your right. And now the way around. Good. Now come into a squat where your toes are pointing out and your heels are in. And again, you grab your knees, put your hands on the knees, and you squat down and up. Now spread your toes, four corners of your feet into the mat. And your feet are wider than your hips and they're wider than your shoulders. If you're on your mat, your heels are inside the mat or on the edge of the mat, and your toes are out. So your heels are on inside the mat. If you're very tall, then they're on the edge of the mat. If you're very, very tall, your heels are outside the mat. Keep your hands on the knees. Spread your toes. Make sure your knees are pointing out of toe number 2 and 3. Four, 5, 3, 2, 6, 1. Last time. And come up and shake. All right, well done. Now find a block. Put it in between your thighs. Hip distance between your feet. Spread your toes out. Squeeze the block. Squeeze the block. Squeeze the block. Lift out the inside of your foot. Four corners of your feet down. Inside big toe, outside little toe, inside heel, outside heel. Utkatasana, sit down. Calm down your breath. I'm already warm. Also have the fire on because it's fucking cold outside. And in here, not anymore. Squeeze the block. Sit down a bit more. Squeeze the block, squeeze the block. Lower belly in. Inhale, come up while you squeeze the block. Hands to heart. And then you take your lower belly in. Just slightly take the tailbone down. Spread the toes still. And this back side, the lower back gets extended and long. And you take the front of your ribs in. It's like taking the solar plexus area a little bit in to create space in the back. Inhale, arms up. Vira Mudra, also known as Kali Mudra. Interlace your fingers. Left thumb over right. Head between your arms. Exhale, curve forward. Inhale, sway back. Exhale, go forward. Inhale, sway back. One last time. And hands to heart. Okay, so I'm gonna explain to you now warrior 1. I hope you can see me. My feet are hip distance apart. I'm spreading my toes. And then I'm taking my left foot back in the same line where my heel is. So my foot goes straight back, not behind. My left foot goes straight back. And then I take my toes out, either 25 degrees or 45 degrees, somewhere in between. And then I have my block and I pretend I'm still squeezing it. So I pretend I'm still squeezing the block. Hands to heart. Now I correct my hips, and both of my hips are to the front. I'm spreading my toes. I'm using the four corners of my feet. My front knee is pointing out of toe number 2 and 3. So I'm constantly correcting myself. I'm extending the back leg. I'm not collapsing in the ankle. I'm spreading my toes on both feet. Four corners on both of my feet. Hands to heart. Inhale up. Vira Mudra. Inhale. Back. Hands to heart. Anjali. Inhale, step forward. Okay, so now you still have hip distance between your feet. And you just take your right foot straight back, not behind, not further out, just straight back. And then turn your toes out to somewhere between 25 and 45. Now, some of you may even want to have like 0 degrees or just 10 because you've got some knee injuries or surgery or whatever. So this is why I take my time to explain, because this is online. I have no idea what you're doing at home and I don't want you to injure yourself. Spread your toes. Use the invisible block, squeeze it as if you're still squeezing with both of your legs. Adjust your hips and get both of your hips forward. Now extend the back knee, the back leg, the best you can. Keep your hips forward. Make sure your front knee is going straight above toe number 2 or 3, or both 2 or 3. Spread your toes out. Inhale, arms up. Vira Mudra. Keep the kidney area on the back side open. And hands to heart. Inhale, step forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Or cobra. And exhale to downward facing dog. Here you spread your toes again. Get the tailbone up and the lower belly in. Find your Ujjayi breath. Now you also spread your fingers and make sure your index finger is pointing forward. Ground the bones of your fingers down into the mat. Get your shoulders away from your ears. Now take your knees down to the mat and let them come out a bit wider than your hips. Have your blocks ready and close by. Now grab your calf muscles with your hands and roll out your calf muscles. Try to spread your toes here and get your heel to point straight up to the sky. And your toes are in the mat. And then sink down between your heels. And do it little by little. And you can release the calf muscles now. Put the hands to the side or to the front, depending on how deep you can go. So you tip and tip and tip down. Keep engaging your toes. And some of you need to sit on a block or two between your heels. So you come to sit on a block or two. And some of you can sit straight down between your heels and feet. Now the lower belly goes in, the Uddiyana Bandha is on, and you create this space in the backside of your kidneys. Hands to your heart, inhale, Vira Mudra. Left thumb over right, index finger up. Curve your back. Inhale, sway open. Exhale, curve your back. Inhale, sway open. One more. Release your hands down to the side and walk forward to downward dog. Take your right foot up, inhale, and exhale, come to high lunge. Foot between your hands. Clasp your hands onto your thighs, just behind the knee. Squeeze your inner thighs, again, as if you have a block there. You squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You're standing on the toes and the back foot, and the heel is pointing up. Squeeze. You have your lower belly in, and you have lots of space on the back side of your kidneys. And then you extend the back knee the best you can. Keep getting the left hip forward. So your fingers are now folded, and you have your left finger together, thumb together. Inhale, scoop up. So your palms are upward. Lots of space behind your kidneys, so it looks a bit different. Looks a bit different than normal. Tailbone down. Your heart is open. And the kidney area is open. So the front of your chest is wide and shining. Open. Hands to your heart. And inhale, come to warrior three. Use your inhale and the strength down in the front foot. Adjust your hips again, flex the back foot. And come back to high lunge. Hands all the way down to the mat, to downward dog. Now, left foot up, inhale, and exhale, high lunge. Fold your hands on your thigh, behind your knees, squeeze your inner thighs. It's a contraction. You contract. Pretend you have that block there still. Then you try to straighten the back knee the best you can. Push the right hip forward. Scoop up, inhale. Now your palms are upwards. Your fingers are still laced. hands to heart. Inhale, warrior three. Adjust your hips. Flex the back foot, heel up, toes down. Slide back down to high lunge. Swipe your arms and come all the way down to downward dog. Now take your chin into your chest, roll forward and plank. Slowly down. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale to downward dog. Look to the front of your mat, walk or jump. Inhale, lift up your spine. Exhale, fold in, fold down. Inhale. Swipe your arms to the side and come all the way up, standing. Exhale, Samastiti. Lower belly in. Create space behind your kidneys. Inhale. Intention Mudra, Kali Mudra, Vira Mudra. Index finger up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Release. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog or a cobra. Put a block in between your hands. Inhale, right foot up. Exhale, high lunge. Step onto your block. So your foot onto your block. Inhale, arms up. Clasp your hands up. Vira Mudra. Make sure your front knee is pointing straight over. Toe number 2 and 3. Spread your toes also when they're on the block. Curve forward. Inhale. Open up your chest, but keep the space in your kidneys. Exhale. Curve. Inhale. Sway back. And next time you stay a little bit curved forward, tummy in, so you are hunched over a bit. And then inhale here, warrior three, on your block. Slide back to high lunge and release your arms now. Keep the space in the kidney area and heart. Exhale, hand down, three-legged dog. To downward facing dog. Put the block back between your hands. Inhale, left arm up, left leg up. Exhale. Put your foot onto the block and come up. Vira Mudra. Squeeze your inner thighs. Balance on the toes on the back of your foot. Curve forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, curve forward. Inhale, chest lifts up, look up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, look up. And exhale. Hunched forward, stay. Inhale, warrior three. Open up to that potency. Thunderbolt lightning. Come back. Release the hands, high lunge. And hands down to the mat. Three-legged dog to downward dog. Remove your block. Exhale, roll forward. It's really warm in here. I've been freezing all morning. Can't say that I do that now. Now inhale, right foot up. Exhale, high lunge and clap at the top. Hands down. Back to downward dog. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, high lunge and clap. Thunderbolt. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale. Clap. Now we're going to do it faster. So we're going to jump, switch. Jump through. Hands down. Switch. Clap. Hands down. Switch. Clap. Own pace. One more each leg. And downward dog. Slow down your breath. Walk forward or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold in. All the way up. Standing. Namaste, exhale. Rest in your heart. Feel the heat. Feel the thunder that's rising up from your solar plexus, all the way up to your heart organ, also into your heart chakra, infusing it with life force energy. Inhale, Vira Mudra, point. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, Chaturanga. Upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot up, inhale. Exhale, warrior one, Virabhadrasana. One. Right foot behind right hand. Lift the back foot in. Hands to heart. So we did that in the warm-up where I explained. Hips forward. Inhale, arms up. Vira Mudra. Clasp your hands, index finger up. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 3. Back to high lunge. On your toes. Exhale down. Inhale to downward dog. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, warrior one. Virabhadrasana 1. Squeeze your inner thighs. Hips forward. Arms up. Clasp your hands. When you bend the front knee, make sure it's above and straight over toe number 2 and 3. 4 corners in both of your feet. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 3. High lunge. Arrive on your toes on the back foot, heel up. Exhale down. Inhale, 3-legged dog to downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot up. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Right foot behind right hand. Put the back heel down. Swing up. Now the heel is in a line with heel. Back foot in 90 degrees. Spread your toes. Make sure that your spine is straight and the tailbone is down. Turn your eye gaze over the right arm into the horizon. Be prepared. See through the veils. Now you turn your palms up and bend your elbows. Open up your chest and shoulder blades together. Then exhale. Cut forward as if you're making a ball. Inhale, open up again. Exhale, curve forward, making a ball. Opening up the kidney areas. Inhale, shoulder blades together. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Keep bending the front knee. And next time, fingers all the way down to the floor. Go as deep as you can. Strong feet, strength, stability. Inhale all the way up, palms open. Interlace your fingers and scoop up into high lunge. Toes on the back foot. Exhale down. 3-legged dog. Inhale to downward facing dog. Left foot up. Inhale. Virabhadrasana 2. Warrior 2. Put the back heel down. Swing up. Again, make sure that you are strong and stable in your foundation, in your feet. Spreading the toes, finding 4 corners. We'll go to the left. Yeah, I hope you're warm too. Give me some comments when you're practicing this. Where is your knee? Front knee, where is it? Turn your palms up, bend the elbows. Shoulder blades together and really open up your chest. Exhale. Hunch over as if you are holding a big snowball. Inhale, open up. Exhale, forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. All the way down to the floor. Go as deep as you can. Still strong feet, no collapsing in ankles. From here, from the strength in your thighs, from the foundation of your feet, inhale all the way up. Bend elbows. Scoop into high lunge. Hands down. 3-legged dog to downward facing dog. Vinyasa flow. Look to the front of your mat. Walk or jump. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. All the way up, standing. And hands to heart. Virabhadrasana, eagle pose. Lift up your left leg, bend the right knee. Swing the left leg over. Right arm up. Left arm under the right arm. Just go back so maybe you can see me a bit better. Maybe here. Right arm up. Left arm under and around. Yeah. Squeeze your muscles together, fingers to the sky, and open up the back side of your heart. Exhale. Roll together like a ball. Inhale, come up. Keep your arms, but lift the leg back, warrior one. Arms up. Lower belly in. From warrior one to warrior three. Inhale, keep the arms. Come back to high lunge. On your toes, keep the arms. And release the arms, swipe them up. Only to swipe them down. Inhale, three-legged up to downward facing dog. Vinyasa flow. Look to the front of your mat. Walk or jump. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold down. All the way up, standing. And hands to heart. Can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm actually opening up a window. That's something. Now, Virabhadrasana, eagle pose on the other side. Standing on your left leg, lift up your right. Bend the left knee. Swing the right leg over and around. Left arm up. Circle, spiral the right arm around. Lower belly in. Squeeze your muscles together and open up the back side of your heart. Fingers up. Exhale, roll together like a small ball. Inhale, come up. Keep the arms. Unleash the legs. Warrior one. Arms up. Sway back. Lean back. Look up. From here, inhale. Warrior three. Virabhadrasana 3. Keep the arms, high lunge. Release the arms, swipe up, only to swipe down. Three-legged dog. To downward facing dog. Vinyasa flow. Inhale, right leg up. And exhale, high lunge. Arms up. Now bend the elbows. Turn your palms out, fingers down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take your prayer hands, namaste hands behind your head. Turn the fingers down towards the spine. Push back with your head. Now put the back heel down, warrior two. Swipe the arms out. Right arm up, left arm under. Virabhadrasana arms, eagle pose arms. Exhale down towards the floor. Inhale up. Where's your front knee? Have you remembered your feet, 4 corners? Next time, stay down. Bend the front knee. Release your head. Release the arms. Inhale all the way up. Slide into a reverse. Only to create momentum all the way down to the ground. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. And exhale, high lunge. Arms up. Now bend the elbows. Shoulder blades together. Turn your hands and palms forward and the fingers are pointing down. Squeeze the invisible block. You still have the invisible block. You still have lots of space behind the kidney areas. Clasp your hands. Namaste hands, Kali Mudra behind your neck. And let your fingers point down to the spine. Put the back heel down, swipe out into warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. Left arm to the front, eagle pose arms, right arm under. Before you do anything, you open up the back side of your shoulder blades and kidneys. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And stay down. Inhale all the way up, warrior 2. Slide into reverse. Only, woo, all the way down. 3-legged dog to downward facing dog. Vinyasa flow. Now take your knees down. We're going to go into Bekasana. So cow face pose. Take your left leg behind the right knee. Cross over. So you flip your feet out. Now here, a lot of you need a block now between your feet. Just as we did in hero pose in the beginning in the warm-up. So find a block. And you can gently come all the way down to sit in between your heels. Push the heels out with your palms. Or the end of your palms just on the wrist. Just take some time to arrive here. You can shake your bum a little bit. Let the hips open up. Take your time to arrive and find equal weight on your sits bones. Now left arm up, inhale. Up to the sky. Now take your hand down to the opposite shoulder. Right arm up to the elbow. Open up your chest and your armpit. Then try to get your fingers to the middle of the spine. Keep your throat open. And this is where it's max for many of you. And some of you, you can take the right arm out, swing it behind the back, walk in, and find your fingers. And here, you can use a strap, a t-shirt, a yoga belt. And push your head back into your arms. Some of you may be able to lean a bit forward. And just keep pushing and meeting. The back of your head meets your arm. And come up. Ooh. Release. Oh, just feel that energy flowing into your arms here. Feel the energy in your heart. Breathe into your kidneys. And then we move forward. Come onto all fours. And this time you take the right leg behind the left knee. Flip your feet up. And come to sit between your heels. Push your heels down to earth. Create more space in the sacrum. Now you take your right arm up and fingers to the back side of your shoulder, so arm behind your head. Inhale, left arm up to the elbow and just stay here to open up the armpit. Then from here, see if you can get your fingers to the middle of your spine. Your head pushes back into the arm. And then left arm swipes out and back. Grab your fingers or use a belt. Lean a bit forward if you can. Keep meeting your arm here. So your head pushes back. Inhale, come up. And release the arms. Ooh. Back down. And tip forward. Unfold yourself and come to downward dog. Get your shoulders away from your ears. Now right leg up, inhale, and exhale, high lunge. Arms up. Now we do the same with the arms here. Right hand behind left hand to the elbow. Walk in, open up. Turn the left arm around and grab your fingers behind your back. So Gomukhasan, arms. Now, the tricky part is to create space in the kidney areas. So you need to get the tailbone down and use the Uddiyana Bandha, lower belly muscle. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 3 with the arms. And you can use a strap here, or a scarf or t-shirt. If you can't, grab your fingers. Come back to Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Release the arms. Ooh. And down to the mat. Back to downward facing dog. Now left foot up, inhale. And exhale, high lunge. Arms up. Squeeze your inner thighs. Left hand behind crosses over to the opposite shoulder behind your head. Right hand to the elbow. Then test. Can you get the fingers down your spine? And then try to get the right arm, swing it out and then behind. Grab the fingers. Create space in the kidney area while you have your heart blasted open. Courage, fierce, strong, and you're fearless. And you use the strength in your foundation, your front foot. Inhale, Warrior 3. And Warrior 1. Hips forward. Look up. Release the hands. And come down. Oh. It's a downward dog. Ooh. Knees down to the mat, child pose. Knees to the edge of your mat. Walk your hands forward, fingertips down. Let your head sink in between your arms and let your chest become heavy and sink down. Find your blocks, your 2 blocks. And put your elbows on your blocks. Namaste hands. Kali Mudra. Okay, palm together. Now take your hands behind your head. And some of you need to get your forehead down to the mat. Others can take the chin down to the mat. And look between the blocks. And release. Ooh. And come all the way up. Roll forward onto your tummy. So you lie down on your tummy now. Into Sphinx. Pubic symphysis down into the mat. Cross your arms over. Come to palm and elbows are under your shoulders. Take your left arm in and circle the right arm and grab the foot. Get the hips down, both of them. Thumb is going to the big toe. And then turn your fingers over your toes. Get the elbow to point up. Keep your chest open, look forward. Bekasana. This is called Bekasana. And release and come in. Take the other side, gather your legs together. Arms crosses over. Right arm in. Left hand to left foot. Get the hips down first. And then exhale, heel to seat. Fingers over toes. If you can. And if you can't grab your feet or foot, use a strap. And release. Put your forehead down. Again, pubic symphysis down. Flex your feet. Grab your ankles. So your hands outside your ankles. And your ankles are flexed. Lift up your chest and your head. And inhale, lift up your thighs. Start to rock back and forward. Get the shoulder blades together. And then rock up. Stay up. And release. Whew. And come onto your back. Just roll over so you know you're lying on your back. Take your knees to your chest and hug in. Then do it one knee at a time. A little bit like bicycling. One knee, then the other knee. Then roll up to sit. Extend your legs. I'm just going to turn around so you can see me better, but you can just stay where you are at. Doesn't really matter. Right arm on the inside of your right leg. Right arm under the calf on the outside of the foot. Now both of your hands to the foot and circle backwards. Knee backwards. Like rowing a boat. And then all the way down to the back. Now here you can take your left foot into the mat, or let the heel slide against the mat and extend the left leg. The right knee is pointing to earth and the right heel is pointing to the sky. Your shin is vertical. Totally fine if your knee is up when you're just using one hand on the foot. That's completely fine. But the direction of the knee is down and the direction of the heel is up. Try to get your spine nice and long. Left leg up, swing up all the way up to sit. And release. Now it's left arm on the inside of your left leg, under the calf and around. Grab the foot on the outside of your foot. Right hand to the foot also. Circle the knee joint backwards, not out, but along your body, next to your body. So the knee is coming straight backwards. We circle, we row the boat. And then all the way down. The right foot can stay in the mat. And some of you may want to slide the heel alongside the mat. And extend the right leg. This is not possible for everyone, and that's fine. You do your best and you honor your boundaries and the body that you have right now, today. The knee is pointing to the floor and the heel is pointing to the sky. And your shin is vertical. Imagine that you have a candle balancing on your heel and you don't want backs on you. And release the foot. Now find your music because we're gonna really slow this down. And we're gonna play the song with Lana Del Rey, Blue Velvet. 1, 2, 3. Take your left knee into your chest, hug it in. Roll over yourself, universal stretch. Circle the left arm, go get your fingers. Take a deep breath in, sigh out loud. Let yourself release and relax. Let your chest open up more and more. Soften your face. Two more deep breaths. And come back to your mat. Hug in the right. Knee. Roll over yourself. Circle your right arm, look at your fingers, open up the chest and the heart. Let the arm drop to the side on the floor. Use a block under your arm or knee if it's not touching the floor. Support yourself here so you can relax and let go. Two more deep breaths. And then you can lie down in your Savasana if you want. Or you can do Supta Virasana with me, which is reclined hero pose. Like taking this last, because then we've done the most warm up for it. And also, this is not for everyone. This is quite heavy. So then Savasana is where you go. Yes. Come on to all fours. And like we did in the warm-up, just your legs are a little bit, or your feet are wider than your hips. And there's also a little bit of distance between your knees. Now roll the calves up. Really move the calves. And your feet are 0 degrees. Your toes are firmly down into the mat and the heel is pointing up. And if you're like me, you need some time to warm up, to go this deep. If you have like a knee injury or surgery or meniscus problem or ankle, this might not be for you. You can sit on a block or two. But when it's reclined, it means or supta. It means lying on your back. And this is really not for everyone, especially if you're struggling just sitting. Now you can use a bolster and blankets as well for support. And lie on that. I'm not going to explain that today though. If you're sitting on a block, then you can walk your hands backwards and scoop the tailbone under and bend the elbows. And this might be your limit, and that's fine. If you're sitting on something, maybe you can come down to the elbows, but you really shouldn't go further if you're sitting on something. Then support yourself with a bolster under your back or lots of blankets. But this could be a good place to stay when you work on getting the tailbone under, pointing to your knees. If you're not sitting on anything, you scoop the tailbone under and you create this spacious kidney area. And you get the Uddiyana Bandha in. Go to your elbows. And this may be your limit as well. And that's fine. Some of you can walk down and lie on your back. Fold your hands, interlace your fingers, scoop up. Release, take your elbows down. Come up on the top of your head and just stay here. Elbows down into the mat, top of your head down into the mat. And then you can grab your heels and use the power of your elbows to come up. Scoop up. Ooh. Moving forward. Extend one leg, toes down to the mat. Gently. Extend the other one, toes into the mat. If you need a downward facing dog, you can do that. Otherwise, it's Savasana time for you too. And I'm not going to do that with you today. So you lie down on your mat and you turn up the music. And you give yourself 5 minutes of rest after your hard work. You're really invoking the fire in you. And you've created so much foundation in your feet and your legs. Freeing the potency that's in your kidneys. Choosing to stay and open up your heart. Enjoy the flame in you. And enjoy your alive body. I thank you for joining me. Namaste.